Master sheet because we planted them about 10 years ago. So we're not sure, but they're yummy. They've been producing lately. And we changed our sections to, what is that, 50 by 100, 40 by 100? Section. This is actually 2 sections here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have some up there. This is where I had our tomatoes. You can't see them now, but here is over on this section is where George, our boar, and Penny and Stacy, our 2 sows are, and these are their offspring. What's left of them, there's 7. They're all mature and ready. Hi!
Hi, piggies!
I mean, you can come see them, but so, you know, so we try and put different things, like the tomatoes were in here this year, and that's kind of a late spring through the summer crop, so we probably will just put a cover crop in here for the winter and then put something else in there in spring. I'm very curious. And actually this is almost more, this can be electrified, it's got wire in it. I don't have it hooked up, but basically a pig, as long as you've got one good strand right there at snout level that's nice and hot, it'll keep them in, and some people don't even use these. I kind of like having that physical. I mean, I'll go in there and pet them and stuff, but... And they have badly been needed to be moved, really bad, so I just moved some of the fencing out here today, or yesterday, and I'm going to hook the trailer up to it. And then I'm going to give them new pasture. The other thing about this is it's really easy and portable. You just lift it up in sections and then you lay it back out and you can just hook up that wire to it. Hi guys. Yes, these are awesome. A lot of the vegetables we raise, and also the animals. We try and do either heirlooms or older varieties. These are an Ossabaw mix, which comes off the Ossabaw Island. Ossabaw Island of Georgia. These guys came from Mount Vernon Estate because George Washington used to raise these kind of pigs. And so they kept the breed going, so they have a breeding operation right there currently, and that's where we got George. There's George. There they come, the big ones. Hot, black hose on a big, long, sunny day. It's like, stays hot forever. But anyway, they're very, Bubba, quit. They're very good at being in pasture and rooting around and supplementing their own diet with fruits and greenery. They're a little bit fattier, and they don't usually get quite as big, although these guys, like I said, they're beyond maturity, so they're plenty big. The last one we took to market, I think, weighed 340 pounds. Normally, market weight's about 220. Hi.
How often do you water the pigs?
In summer, I do it twice a day, and they have a big water wallow down there, big mud wallow, just on the other side of that grass, that they've just about, and there's one there too, a little muddy. They lay in the mud. Pigs don't sweat, so they have to roll in the mud to stay cool. Hi. Hi there. Anyway, so, questions?
Okay. Do you guys actually slaughter these pigs?
We don't. We take them to a market. We put them on a trailer and Bubba, quit. Trying to interview me. Hush.
This is not the shining moment.
So no, we take them. There's Meckins processors about 2 hours away, and then there's a new operation. Well, it's actually a very old one, Cruise Packing, that's only like 20 minutes away. And they used to just do a lot of farmers. People would just bring their own hog and they'd brown wrap them, and they just opened a brand new facility where they can do the vacuum packing and the labeling so we can resell it. And we've just taken our first hog there, and it turned out really good, so we're super excited because there are not a whole lot of processors in North Carolina, and most farmers have at least a 2-hour one-way trip to get their pig somewhere, and then they got to turn around and pick them up, you know, a week later. So it's, you know, it's a half a day both ways, and you know, that adds up into the cost of it. I'll do you guys later better. So
on your website, I saw that.
Oh yeah, that's really old. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes y'all do like the newsletter. What made y'all want to send one out?
Dean started that years ago. Initially, it started where we were just kind of like thought, oh well, you know, we'll just let people know what we have every week at market, so we can sell stuff that we got lots of or whatever. And Dean's quite the little storyteller, so he started just kind of adding a little life on the farm stuff, and people just loved it. And one of the people who read it was somebody, well, Kathleen Purvis, and then another another guy at the Observer, and he loved it. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, we want you to put this. Can we take your newsletter and edit it out and put it in the paper?" And so they've been doing that for 6 or 7 years now. I think five or six anyway.
Awesome.
So I mean, it's a tiny amount of money, but it's great in terms of everybody knows. That really helps us at the market. Everybody's like, "Oh, I mean, anyway. But yeah, and it does. It helps us with marketing. It helps people have an understanding that farming is, it's neither glamorous and pretty and pastoral like a lot of people want it to be, but it's interesting and fun and different, and it's hard, and so it gives people like a little better dose of reality as far as what it really takes to put food on the table and stuff. So he tries not to get preachy. He did that once. It cost him a lot of customers.